Hey, how are you? I'm SliceofOtaku, and in the last video, we talked about the diamonds as villains or antagonists, and there seems to be a bit of confusion when it comes to that video, so I want to quickly address that before I get into today's topic. Alright, so first and foremost, it seems as though some people felt like I was asking for a black and white villain, a simple two-dimensional character, which is by no means the case, because if you know me and you know the content that I bring, then you should know by now that I am a story junkie and a lore whore. There is no way that I would ever want a simple 2D character for a show like this, because once you enter the realm of good writing, there's no room for such a character. But hey, I understand that this channel has grown pretty fast and not everyone has gotten enough time to get to know me, so let's see if we can fix that with more regular uploads, because I've been kind of dealing with a lot of stuff recently, and so my uploading hasn't been as frequent as I would like. But I think things are stabilizing, so yeah, let's try that. And also, the last thing I want to say regarding this is some people were also saying that I shouldn't focus on the negativity of Steven Universe, I shouldn't say what's bad about it, I shouldn't be critical or anything like that, and that doesn't really make sense to me because I look deep into the context of this show all the time. That's a lot of my Steven Universe content, well, all of my Steven Universe content, so it's impossible for me not to recognize any flaws, and I'm opinionated, that's just me. I love talking about this stuff, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I have no problem with any of them because I just want to be vocal. That's my thing. That's why I started this channel, to just get my voice out there and talk about these things that I enjoy and to create things that I feel as though I would enjoy if I were a viewer. And so if strong opinions and criticisms are not your thing, this channel is probably not going to suit you that well. But hey, if you're open to the perspective of others and enjoy deep, detailed content when it comes to these fictional worlds, then there's no better place for you. But anyways, moving past a long introduction, it is once again time for us to talk about White Diamond. Now, White Diamond is one of the most peculiar topics of discussion when it comes to Steven Universe because we know so little about this gem, but there is so much to expect from her. Because she is this mystery hidden in plain sight, although her name has yet to be uttered and she hasn't been brought up in any conversations, by means of symbolism, we know how important she is. I mean, thus far, the ominous presence of this figure has been beautifully intertwined in the format of storytelling that Steven Universe undertakes. And so as fans, we know she's important, we know she exists, making us sort of like alien conspiracy theorists within a show about aliens, which is weird, but totally fits in some weird way. And with that being said, White Diamond has to be the most alien in a show with aliens. And in her case, when I say alien, I mean foreign, because the respective ideologies of the Crystal Gems and Homeworld sit in juxtaposed positions. These two groups disagree in many areas. And based on what we're able to deduce from her mural depiction, it seems as though White Diamond is the originator of this Homeworld ideology in the same way that Rose Quartz is the originator of the Crystal Gem ideology. And so if it wasn't already obvious, Steven is vitally important to this impending clash against White Diamond. As the inheritor of everything Rose Quartz, her gem, her allies, her rebellion, and by extension, her burdens, this battle against Homeworld will inevitably boil down to a battle against White Diamond. By this, I do not mean in the physical sense. For something this important, something that they have been building up for years now, the Crewniverse will definitely rely upon their strengths. There is no doubt that this will be an ideological bout between the two. In the same way they were able to make our hearts ache from the hellish past and lack of a future endured by the brutish Jasper and feel sympathy towards the salty depths of unrequited love and sorrow Pearl fell into at the loss of Rose, they will compel us to this philosophical duel. And one of the most powerful ways they can invoke this is to create a change in Steven. Because since we are eternally tethered to Steven, if he is confused, if he is lost, we are too. And although this isn't a simple battle of good versus evil, Steven will still have to be able to differentiate the two and find his placement in this grand scheme of complexity. If anything, direct interaction or engagement isn't even what I'm interested in or expecting. Before her name is even said, we should fear and feel her presence, even if it is from the shadows. The gems of a diamond's court can say so much. And so considering we have never seen a member of White Diamond's court, seeing White Diamond herself is rather premature at this point. Her having members of her court be mobilized and us being able to observe them and how they conduct themselves would be more than enough at this point. White Diamond, to put it simply, is the final boss. But there are so many stages of Homeworld we have yet to explore. There is so much that we have not done yet. And even with episodes that feel as though they're more so on the minuscule side, they are essentially side quests that give you a better perspective of the grand scheme of things. The entire picture becomes more clear as you add these little components. As small as they may seem to be, they actually do hold a lot of weight in the end. Now, there are 3 things that White Diamond has to be connected to at this point. There is no doubt in my mind that she is in some way connected to these things. Firstly, the shattering of Pink Diamond, the whole trial thing and the question, the mystery that is now behind that has been expanded in a sense. She has to be in some way, shape, or form involved. There is no question in my mind about that. It's one of those just intuition things. Next is Pearl. Pearl's origins have to tie into White Diamond in some way, even if she was never the Pearl of White Diamond. Her story has to involve White Diamond. The way in which her mystery has been swirled is very similar to the mystery of White Diamond, and once again, a hunch, but a strong one. And lastly, corruption, which is sort of a no-brainer, but there is definitely some inner workings behind all of that. And really, White Diamond connecting to all these important things, all these focal points of the story, makes her all the more important, and she's definitely going to impact the show in a tremendous way. So I am deeply anticipating what she will offer us. And I mean, at the end of the day, any information or hints towards White Diamond will make us lose our minds as fans, so the Crewniverse is sure to be careful with anything involving her. Guys, what are you expecting from White Diamond? Let me know in the comments, and did my expectations manage to hype you up for a character we probably won't be seeing for quite some time? I really hope you enjoyed the video and are looking forward to more, and be sure to subscribe if you somehow haven't already. Thank you all so much for watching and have an awesome day. I love you.